Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1438 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey as I transition from brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business and back and forth and back and forth. So basically, lessons learned for a long time it's been online business, but both online and offline business is what's working, what's not, what direction we're going now. I am in groups of people that are resurging manufacturing here in the United States and bringing some manufacturing back to America for a lot of reasons, but to make us more independent from all the craziness that's going on in the world. And each of us need to think and decide, what do we want to do for our own lives, for our own families, so that we have what we need and want. Well, we need and want it, right? That's why we have our own businesses. So today I've been thinking about how to get the ball rolling. And that was our idiom, our expression for supersize your business today. I actually covered this one, I think July 12th of last year, July 12th, 2021. And I talked for a relatively long time about it because I find that I ramble a lot. And that will be one of the communication skills areas that I work on this year, is being more clear and concise with my messaging and my messages. Probably not this one, because this is my rambling journal of what I'm really working on, what I'm thinking about, thoughts where I work out ideas by speaking them, not just writing them down, given personal reasons and challenges and why I'm choosing to do that. So to get the ball rolling, just shared 3 ways, my favorite ways to get the ball rolling. How do you do it? You know, what were the things that you do? And then asking, what are the things that you do to start something, to set an activity or an action in motion, to do something that you want to do to build and supersize and grow your business. I guess the first thing I ever do is I ask the question, I write it down, and then I start to research, and I didn't even talk about that, but I always find some more information. I try to research it. I try to, verify that it's a viable option and idea before I go headlong, both feet jumping right into it. So that was our idiom for today. Our day 6 of our BU 365-day challenge, to do one thing every day that continuously improves us, helps us to be who we really are and show up as who we are. This year we're going to be taking off the veils. We're going to be taking off the made-up things. We're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff, randomly, but importantly throughout the course of the year, a little bit at a time, just a teeny bit at a time. A lot of it by asking ourselves important questions, doing activities and actions and things that help us to see more clearly who we are, what it is that we want, and how we're going to get there. So today we were talking about rating things. I like to take things that are subjective. Now, what is more subjective than our life, judging our life, the different areas and aspects of our life, right? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. I'm going to stick with those again this year, I think, because I didn't start until April, so I like to do everything for at least a whole year. So I'll probably go all the way through 2022, keeping confidence and communication on my life areas, right? The areas and aspects of my life that I want to work on and continue to improve in. So talking about these, if you think about your life overall, and if somebody said, rate your life on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, most ultimate your life could be, 1 being, not so hot and you're like barely making it in any area or aspect of your life, how would you rate your life? It's pretty hard to just think of your life overall, because some things in our life are awesome, right, all the time, and some things in our life kind of suck all the time, or are less than we want them to be. They might not suck at all by other people's standards, but by our standards, we want them to be different than what they are. So I find it easier to take my life and break it down into these categories. I call it the life framework, and then rate on a scale of 1 to 10 each area. And then if I want to think of an overall value, I can take the average of it, or I can say, okay, well, what I rated 7 things a 5, I guess my life's pretty average, it's a 5. Or I could take the average. If my average is 7.2, then overall my life is 7.2. If some areas are really high and some are low, that average takes it into account. However you choose to look at it, it's just a way of taking something that's objective. It's a way of taking something that's very subjective, meaning it's hard to measure, and making it more objective, adding a numerical value to it. We do that with everything, right? We take things, even time. We started to make up time and money so that we could measure things, so we could do exchanges of value, so we could keep track of things, so we could communicate. So those were the 2 little pieces of content that I finally created today. My schedule has been, you can tell by my alarm going off in the middle of it, really discombobulated this year so far, and I am pushing ahead now to make sure that I take back control of it. And that might mean I'm back to 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, and 4:30 or close to 5 I'm doing my live videos, because to me personally it feels better to get up at 4 and do them at 5 a.m. than it does to struggle halfway through my day and have it be around, like I said, it's just 11 midday before I'm actually doing them, because I had the opportunity to do some other things today that I had to say no to because I hadn't made my videos yet. Why? Because I committed to myself that I would do it, and once I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Did I commit to anyone else? Well, people that listen, but for the most part, the commitment to ourselves is the absolute most important commitment that we make. And if we lie to ourselves, guess what? We'll lie to other people. So I say you start by everything else. Everything's inside us already. If you can't love other people without loving yourself first, I mean, you can, but you're not giving them the full depth of you and your love. You can't be honest and committed to other people if you're not honest and committed to the things that you tell yourself. At least that's my opinion, and that's been my experience as well. So I got a gazillion things to catch up on today. I'm going to say sayonara. I will catch you tomorrow. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I got so many things to do, and it's not like me to feel discombobulated, so I want to go and knock some things out so that I don't feel that way. Have a great day, and I will be with you tomorrow.